Well, percenters, welcome back, Coach Tommy. My predictions for the playoffs, first round of the playoffs, play-in stuff. Starting in the East, Toronto versus Chicago. Both teams kind of suck. Chicago has better talent. Toronto's the better team. In a one-game type of situation, you got to go with the better talent for me in this case. So I think Chicago's moving on. Miami versus Atlanta. I think Miami will beat Atlanta. And then you have Chicago versus Atlanta. I don't think you can take Chicago 2 games in a row. I think Trae Young, kind of crazy, but he kind of rises up to those situations. And I think Zach LaVine kind of crumbles in these situations. So I pick Atlanta to face Milwaukee and Miami to move on to play Boston. I think Milwaukee versus Atlanta would be pretty easy. That's Milwaukee. Cleveland versus New York. That'll be interesting. You got some really good guards going at each other. I think Cleveland just has better defense, much more length. So I'm taking Cleveland. Philadelphia, Brooklyn. Nobody's stopping Joel Embiid. Brooklyn's a nice story. Getting rid of all their players, making a whole new team, making the playoffs. But they're probably going to get swept. Embiid just too big, too good. Boston, Miami, it might get interesting. Jimmy Butler's really, really good. He basically cruises all season. He's built for these type of games, but does he have enough offense? And does his team have enough offense to hang with Boston? I don't think so. So I think Boston wins that. None of these series in the East I think will be that interesting other than the Cleveland and New York. Maybe if Miami can keep it interesting with Boston, but the only one that I would probably watch would be the Cleveland and the Knicks. Moving to the West, New Orleans, OKC, both younger teams kind of cracking through. I think Brandon Ingram is really good. Not superstar level, but definitely an all-star. I think SGA is an all-star as well. New Orleans, I think they're gonna do this. I mean, it could go either way. OKC is really good in terms of when they're on. They both pose very interesting problems to Denver, but I think I'll have to go with New Orleans, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum, the little veteran leadership there. 7-8. I mean, I just saw Minnesota. Rudy Gobert punched Kyle Anderson, and their best defender punched a wall walking out in the tunnel, broke his hand. So great job, Minnesota. Way to collapse on yourself. Maybe LeBron had it all planned out. So Lakers got the easy route. Lakers will beat Minnesota easily. Right on to Memphis. Memphis has no big man. They're Steven Adams. I think his knee is out. Brandon Clark, he's injured. So he's out. So Anthony Davis should technically have a cakewalk. So Lakers will crush Memphis, but Ja Morant will go crazy. Denver will play New Orleans. That could be interesting. They struggle with them a little bit because they have athletic young guys all over to bombard Joker. But I think Denver's just proven to be the better team all season. Number 1 seed in the West, so I think they should win. It won't be that easy. Maybe 6 games. Sacramento versus Golden State. Mike Brown used to be under Steve Kerr. They play very, very similar. They play the Golden State kind of way. Slightly younger players, not as talented of a player. De'Aaron Fox is really good. Sabonis is a more aggressive, more offensive-minded than Draymond Green. In the end, though, I think the Warriors still have enough juice to get past the Kings, playing their style, maybe for one more year. This might be the last year that we talk about the Warriors. The most interesting series has to be the Phoenix and the Clippers. Will CP3 get exploited like he always does? Will some random injury, pull a hamstring, tweak a groin? He always tends to get hurt. Will the Clippers exploit his lack of size? Will KD go crazy? Will Kawhi go crazy? Will Booker go crazy? Does Paul George come back? I really want to see the Clippers win, man. They're cursed. So CP3's cursed. So I have no idea who's going to win. probably my favorite player to watch in this whole series will be KD and then Booker and then Kawhi. So I hope for all the fans, this one goes 7, and I'm giving the nod to Phoenix. So there you have it. I got Milwaukee moving on, Cleveland moving on, Philadelphia moving on, Boston moving on, and then Denver, Phoenix, Golden State would be the upset, and then Lakers. So the bottom two, Golden State and Lakers. What do you guys think, man? I hope this thing gets exciting towards the end. I want to see I want to see the stars play stars. I want all the teams to be healthy, and I just want exciting games. Good luck to your team. Until next video, take 14 minutes, 24 seconds, or 1% of your day to get better. Peace.